Match over here.
Yes, we are. Here we go. We're going to start Seminole Pro Tour.
All right. I just wish this is spectator. When the players make a great shot, I wish they clap. You know what I mean?
We will.
The players going.
We will, baby. We will.
You guys are ready. Let's rock and roll.
Just stick with it. Do you want to talk later?
Why not? Come on, Angel. Talk. Talk with me.
In just a minute. In a minute. You don't want to? Come on, please.
I am excited.
In a little bit. She's going to in a little bit.
I'm excited.
This is good for
you know why I'm excited?
Why?
In about 3 weeks from now, I'm going to see my daughter and my son.
Excellent. In the Philippines?
No, in Hawaii.
Canada? Hawaii.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I want to welcome you, my friend. I want to welcome you to the Seminole Pro Tour 2011 here at FiddleStix Billiards Cafe in North Canton, Ohio.
Can I fart?
Obviously, you're listening to Alex the Lion Pagulayan.
Hey, guys.
Obviously.
Listen, whatever I say here, like, just don't mind me. I'm just going to say everything. You know me. I'm Alex being Alex again.
Alex, we want to hear the raw talent.
As much as I love commentate, but my English is very limited, and I already used it earlier, so I don't know if I have anything left.
You're doing great, Alex, and anything that you have to say is very valuable to the listeners out there.
I don't think
in listening land.
I don't think so. There's a comment already. Alex, you're an asshole. What?
Alex, you're the man.
No.
Alvin, get the beat button ready. They're telling me. Get the beat button ready for
Yeah,
me. Hold on. Oops, sorry.
All right.
There it is.
And as a matter of fact, we're trying to, now that I'm start drinking, watch out.
Let's get it on, baby. Seminole Pro Tour 11, excuse me.
I tell you what. There's a lot of players. I love watching great players play, you know. I love it. It admires me. I mean, most of the pool players, but for sure, Rodney is one of my favorite players.
Absolutely. So is Johnny. I talk about both of their games quite a bit when we do these streams.
Yeah. Great guy. And Johnny, I mean,
wow.
That guy, he plays hard. He had the heart,
unbelievable.
Like heart of a champion. I mean, he's unbelievable. I'm having a hard time to beat the guy, which is, I think too many people does. But I'm sure I'm one of them.
Alex, I'm going to tell you what. With all due respect, you have one of the most amazing talents on the face of the earth, my friend. And I see thousands of pool matches every year, thousands, from these angles, these top angles. And I'll tell you what, Alex, you have so much natural talent. And I'm not just saying that because you're here with me.
Yes,
I want
you
you
are.
to know that you have it going on, man. You are a gaming master. And I am totally honored to be here with you in the commentary booth. And during the finals of this master event right now, watching these two amazing players. And thank you very much for being here with us.
Oh, no, the pleasure is mine. Thank you. Thank you for making my head big. It's already big enough already, but
that's good.
It's just got bigger 5 inches. It feels like it's bigger than Mike DeShane's head.
You deserve it, especially after last weekend where Shane clearly called you out. Clearly called you out and said he was better than you, and you stomped him.
Ah, man, he's better than me right now. Yeah, I don't
think so. I think you two are the hottest players on the planet.
Yeah,
I really do.
Well, so much for that this weekend. Anyway, we got the first game and looked like Rodney broke dry. Okay, this is a very tricky one to push.
You played on this table. Any particular?
It's fast, and the rail is very springy, especially when there's a lot of people watching, because you get really, really wet, and there's so much heat.
I know that. Yeah.
See, one thing about pushing after the break is you always get the worst of it. You know what I mean? Especially when your opponent has an experience.
He shook his head no. Obviously, Johnny has a completely clear shot. Now, this is it right here.
Nice.
Watch. Watch. From this shot on, you watch what happens.
Well,
It's
the
gonna be
3
destruction.
to 4 is still going to be tough, and the side pocket's a little bit tough.
He's going to run 4 racks right now, I'm telling you.
No way. Not
I'm
on this
telling you.
table.
I'm
This
telling you.
table is very tough to play on.
I'm the only person that's been sitting here the whole weekend, and I'm telling you right now, he's done.
Well, basically, yeah, I would say he's out from this one because
There's nothing.
3 to the 4 is not that hard now where the cue ball is. Well, after the 2, right? He's just going to stop him
Exactly.
dead. And, yeah, pretty much. But you never know, this is the final. But Johnny Arch is very used to the final, so.
Well, you've played him probably 150 times, I bet.
Yes, I have. And I didn't like my record to him.
Wow. Now, I did commentary with Johnny the other day, 2 days ago, and he said he did not like traveling to different countries to do the pool matches because it was too much for him. Whereas you're a player that can be anywhere in the whole world and play really, really good.
Well, some people are used to it, right? Some people are not. So it's kind of like but for you to become a great player, you should be able to like deal all that. You
How?
know what I mean? How?
Yeah, it's
Just travel as much as you can until you get
I
sick
see.
of it.
Hmm.
I did it.
Now, what made you think a long time ago that you were going to be a great player? What was the turning step for you that really?
One day I got nothing to eat, and then I said, "Damn, I better start shooting. I better start playing good. Shoot him straighter. Otherwise, I don't eat."
I've heard that story before. I really have. Same kind of situation. I guess that's the mother of necessity.
Yeah, I think so. Well, when I was, I started playing when I was 10, right?
In the Philippines,
yeah.
correct?
I only played. I always been a hustler back home, right? I just played, like I'm a heavy drinker when I was a kid, right? And just hustle pool just to have, like have fun after, right? I never really took it serious until I moved to Canada one day. When I was 17, I realized I had a chance to become one of the best pool players in the world, right? In fact, I felt like that time I said I'm going to be a world champion. I don't know how long would it take me, but I said to myself, whatever it takes.
I can see that, man.
As long as I'm not harming anybody, I'm going to do it.
I can see that. And I've been to the Philippines, so I understand it just in a fraction of a second, kind of. I saw like just a quick glimpse of what that is there. So I can see how you could be just casually playing there and then move to Canada and just destroy everybody there, because in the Philippines, pool it's soaked into the culture. It's so much a part of. I saw a 100-foot by 100-foot picture of Efren Reyes hanging on the side of the wall of the Coliseum in Manila. That tells you how much every single person knows Earl Strickland, Johnny Archer, you, Efren.
Efren is a different
Bustamante,
breed.
Johnny, they all know Johnny. Everybody.
Yeah.
And so I can see how you can go from casually playing there to totally dominating in Canada. And you're a creative person, a very intelligent person, so I can see how you would excel in whatever you chose.
See, I knew I'm intelligent when it comes to pool. My teacher don't think so. You believe that? That's why I quit going to school. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you just...
I'm just kidding. Well,
This is school, man.
I tell you what,
Johnny Archer's going to take you to school.
the secret, people, this is for the old pool players that want to be good. The secret to pool is only one thing: quit making excuses. You know what? When I was reading this quotation by Beat and Pieces, I 100% agree with the guy. He says 99% of the failures, it comes from the people who makes a habit of making excuses, which is true.
Yeah, that's projecting your on something else. Something that you did, you're blaming it on other people.
Right.
So
You just gotta take all the excuses out. That's
Yeah.
it. No matter what it is, take
it's
the
my
excuses.
fault. That's taking responsibility.
Yeah.
So take responsibility for your pool game. Is basically what I'm hearing. See what our chatters say out there. Pro pool player says, "Don't complain and don't explain."
Well, you have to when you go home and explain it to your wife, right? You have to explain to your wife, otherwise you get divorced.
Exactly. I mean, and that's what's
Okay, what
so-
do you got here? Okay, if you kick it, well, I don't know what's the right shot. What do you think is the right shot, Angel?
Watch him point. Pointing at the
Oh,
rail.
this one, he has a lot of benefit. If he hits this one full, the one ball, it might go to the side and the cue ball will stick there, right? Or he can do that too as well. So many things could happen. But I think Rodney could see the ball there. It's very tough shots. I know Rodney enough. This is what I played. I will play the one ball in between the 6 and 9 and then play the cue ball behind the 10. That's what I do.
Nice.
I don't know what he's going to do, right? But that's what I do.
That's a great shot.
If you executed it, well, what do I know? That's one easier.
Well,
I didn't know he could see the whole ball.
he got unfortunate there. Maybe your shot was the better shot there.
No, I think if I would have known he can see the whole ball, I would have played that the same way. This one, if you don't like money, you cut it in. But I'm sure Archer, he'll put that cue ball
If you don't like
towards
money,
that
you cut
4
it in.
and 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny's going to definitely play the safe. Unsafe. He's going to play the unsafe. He's okay here.
Who, Johnny or Rodney?
Johnny's okay. He left Rodney tough.
Or if he kicks this one, I'm sure it's safe. No?
And he dogged it. He whiffed it.
Well, look at the 4 and 9. Look at the 4. Oh,
Johnny
almost.
played such a good shot there. The position that he had the cue ball in, it just hit me after he played that ball and missed it.
Yeah.
How good Johnny plays.
This is not a easy run out.
He may need a really long blue elbow brace.
Who, me?
Johnny.
Why?
That's the way. You got your new elbow brace on.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's been talking about.
I know how Efren would play this shot.
How's that?
Oh, okay, he had the angle. I thought he didn't. I wonder how's he gonna play this one. Is the 9-5 dead or?
It looks fairly easy if he doesn't get too far away from the 5.
Well, I don't know. I think I might make the 4 and billiard the 5. It's right there, right?
Sure.
I mean, it's not like. I don't think he can go wrong. Hey,
Nice
he played the
shots.
same. Nice shot, Johnny. I would have
called
played
it.
Oh, that's how I would play it. Maybe he can hear me. Oh,
He just may be able to, Alex. If we had Angel on, they would definitely be able to hear her.
perfect. Did he hit it hard enough? Yes, he did. No? Oh, he came short.
2-0.
Oh, the 8 goes.
It must obviously go. I'll try to set those camera angles up better next time. I have absolutely 20 minutes to set the show up, so we'll get it better. 10 ball deposited by Johnny the Scorpion from Marietta, Georgia. 2-0 versus Rodney Morris. I want to thank Alex Pagulian for taking his very valuable time and commentating with us. Do a little commercial for Grand Touring Vodka, one of our fine sponsors for the Seminole Pro Tour.
Combination. If I drink that, would I miss the ball?
I don't think you would ever miss one shot ever in the entire history of the world from now till the end of eternity.
Yeah?
Yes. All right, Johnny the Scorpion, watch the 6 ball. It's going to go towards the side pocket and it's going to get kicked out. And then the ball's going to go in the right-hand side pocket.
I don't know.
Watch the 6 ball. It's going to get kicked out of the side. And we're going to get...
No.
Oh.
Well,
That wasn't like his other breaks. He's not comfortable right now. He was doing the same thing every time last match.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
I love it, brother.
I think if I can play consistent, I don't think.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna start winning.
You're going to win everything, Alex. Very talented individual.
I don't know, but I'm not. I play one great match, some okay, and
It's all up to you, man. With the powerful of mind as you have, it's all up to you. It really is. In my opinion.
well, the thing is, one good going for me is it's my safety, and it's helping me a lot every tournament I go to. Because even though I mess some position, I can always play safe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you roll the ball really nice. For sure. Oh, Doggone says Alex loses his focus.
he's right about that. It's kind of hard for me to concentrate and to focus. I don't know why.
See, I don't agree with that, though.
No, maybe because it's such a long time that I'm not into the. I don't know what it is, right? But when I play snooker, my focus is all there. I don't know why.
Maybe you have to be so focused in snooker.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. But in pool, I lose my focus a lot.
Maybe it's too easy for you to make the shots.
I don't know.
You make it look easy, I'll tell you that much. Doesn't he, Angel? Alex makes it look easy. Absolutely, she said.
She's lying.
No way, dude. No, angels don't lie, she said.
Not the one I saw in the movie, the angels, the old demons. Have you seen that movie, Angels?
No.
The old demons.
They're all demons.
Yeah, but the angel of the demons.
I'm gonna rent it, and then I'm gonna send you a text message at 4 o'clock in the morning. I saw Alex run 147 points in Toronto last July.
That's a lie. I never ran 147.
On a snooker table. absolute lie. Absolute, complete falsehood.
Actually, he says, I was. He says, I was there. I did run 150. Whoever you are.
About Alex like that.
Hey, Gore.
Bold-face lie.
What is that? How do you say that?
That's Gord ML.
Gord ML.
Bold-face lie.
I know you're there, buddy, but seriously, I wanna keep it secret. But thank you anyways for posting.
Thanks for
man.
posting that lie that Alex did 151. This is like National Enquirer. I'm telling you.
I can't believe Johnny Archer hooked himself.
What's Johnny the Scorpion going to do here?
He's going to try to jump it.
He'll jump it and pocket the ball like it's nothing. Oh, or not. He'll jump it and play safe?
Kind of, yeah.
Not the best thing to come to the table looking at.
Yeah, that's the only shot. 2 rails kick underneath. He got a little bit of roll there too. He clipped the 9, nice. Yeah. That's a nice shot, Rodney.
Looks like Alex played it.
Yeah.
You got what, 4th, 5th?
I don't even know. I tell you what, lately I've been doing pretty good in the tournaments. I just don't win it, but I'm always there. I have a chance. Every time I have a chance to win it.
Absolutely, Alex. You're a world champion.
Yeah, 1952.
Nope. You won the world championship in front of 200 million people watching live.
No, that's only 1,999,000.
Man, I could never even imagine to even become anything close to doing something like that. What an amazing accomplishment. Absolute champion of the world. Unbelievable.
Oh, that was a great shot he made there. I like that.
Wow, look at that. It's a big smiley face.
I like that.
Hello.
The choice of he made there. The safety. It's pretty good. Oh, I want some more
tonight.
I'm gonna ruin your life tonight.
Tonight. I'm gonna. Alright, we're gonna commentate the match. Look at the smiley face. Don't you see it? See the smiley face?
Which one?
Right there. It's the smiley face. I do this way too much, man. I do this way too much.
I can't believe I'm so excited to go to Hawaii. I love it.
Is it nice there?
Hawaii?
Never
been there. Are
you
kidding me? You never been to Hawaii?
Not yet. Is it like Florida?
Better. It's just kind of expensive, but... Oh, I found somebody of my own size. Hey.
Two to 0 still. What if we go double finals here? You think you're going to be able to hang?
What do you mean double finals?
Oh, we don't have to go 2 sets. A lot of the tournaments we got to do 2 sets because Rodney's undefeated, right?
Oh, no.
Wow.
That was a nice try. And he broke the balls. Well, I tell you what. I would go for the run out.
Yeah, I thought Johnny's undefeated, so he would usually have to go 2 sets. But this tournament, it's just a straight race to 11.
Yeah.
So, good.
Obviously, the 3 ball don't go on the side, so he's playing it in the corner. If he's putting the cue ball over there, see that? I think I would have just played it in the corner. I tell you what, I would never play hungry again.
Why do you say that?
Because I can't think. I don't know why. Some people, they cannot play full when they just ate. Me, I cannot never play when I'm hungry. Wow, that was a good shot.
Sure was. Brought that around really nice.
You know, if Rodney can put himself together, he's gonna be hard to beat. Like, he's already hard to beat now, but
Sure
I'm just
is.
saying, very talented person.
Absolutely.
I think the only problem that I see to this game, he panics sometimes, right? Which is, we all do it, right?
Man.
But if this guy put himself together, very talented player, and
Definitely one of my favorite players that...
I beat him one time. I beat him arm wrestling, right? But that's about it.
Yeah, he's when he gets on a roll, it's unbelievable.
He's very talented.
He's just like fires. Yeah.
One of the most talented pool player I've ever seen.
He rolls the ball so smooth. The speed of his cue balls, really, really nice. And it's so nice to get together with my pool family every few weeks. And
I wonder what happened there. So
he got a little bit funny on the being stuck on the rail.
On the 7 ball? Oh yeah, he's a left-handed, so he has to use his extension.
Uh-huh.
That's why they need to learn how to play with the bridge. Wow, he come out with the shot. See that? That tells you what kind of player he is. Even though if he get off position and still comes up with the shot.
Nice. Look at that ball roll.
Wow, that was good recovery for the Samoan Hawaiian.
That's right. Keep himself in the game, 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a long time I get skunked playing pool, right? I got beat 9-0. Hey. Come on. I'm busy now. Sorry.
All right, Chris Zuter dropping in.
Hey everyone, I would love to commentate more, but I think I used all my English already, so sorry. Thank you for listening, and don't stop watching. Support our pool game. Thank you very much. Love you all.
All right, Alex. Great ambassador of the sport.
Are you amazed we got that much out of him?
Yep. We got Angel coming on board. All right, Angel. Hello.
Hello, Chris.
We meet again.
Yes, I don't know if I can quite be as entertaining as Alex, but I'm sure he'll be back here in the corner putting his 2 cents in again.
Yeah, you know,
such a great guy.
I was really pleased to see him on the roster for this weekend's event, because it's always a good time when he's around.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, you know, from what I just saw, it looks like Rodney's definitely wanting to put a big fight in. He put himself on the end rail there, and I thought he was in trouble. But he dug in deep, made that length of the table shot, even though he's on the rail, and now he's up.
It was beautiful. You couldn't hit it any better than that.
Yeah.
But he needed to get on the board, and he needed to get on the board quick, considering of his the loss before he played.
Right. Just keeping Johnny in check. You know, that was really a huge game, because if it was 3-0, it's off to the races.
How you doing, everybody? Thanks for all the hellos. I'm happy to be here.
And if you're a little confused, we were doing a little tag teaming commentary.
I know.
We had Alvin Alex. Now it's Angel Chris. But anyhow, we'll try and keep you up to date on the little shots that are going on here. But he made a ball in the break, which is a really good sign.
It's a really good sign for him.
Yeah, because he's been streaky through the tournament. But if he's got his break working, this is going to be a really dynamite match. Look like he's really confident and dialed in.
Well, I think that 8-ball put him right in punch where he needed to be. He needed something like that to really pull him out. And just before the match, he was actually working on shooting long straight-in shots from the rail. Okay. He was actually being consulted on a couple of different things. So when he got up and nailed that, I think that just put him right where he needed to be. And you know, he's got to keep this set tight. Can't let Johnny get away, because Johnny's playing immaculate.
Yeah, like Johnny went through Earl like 9-2, you know, and this is a race to 11 in the finals, so it's a little more distance, but still, he's going to go 2 rails, and then cozy right up by the 3-ball there. Okay, looks like he's got a pretty decent angle just to draw out. Yeah.
But the other one is better, but this one is good for playing.
All right, another little. He's got.
Yeah, this is actually, I mean, I don't really see much trouble happening here unless he has a fluky miss, you know what I mean? But you can't really get into trouble even if he left himself a little long.
Right, yeah, he had a great angle from the 5 to the 7, and yeah, it's all in line.
Don't mind everything. Listen.
So this is just a floater, just floating it to the rail and back, leaving himself a nice little angle.
Yeah, he kind of gives it a little bit of a little punch.
Or a punch. He could punch it,
But it couldn't have been no better. All these shots are like dead in perfect angles to get from point A to point B.
Well, that's huge, coming with that 8-ball, coming with this rack.
Break and run, man. That's just what the doctor ordered right there for Rodney.
Looks like we are going to see a good finals, which is great for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially me. I want to see as much pool as possible while I'm here.
Kinda
I have to leave at 3 a.m. Someone's got to keep me up.
Gotcha. Well, this has been a great event, and the fans are loving it. So it's even though it's coming to an end. Angel, you want to go through the accolades of who helps out the most here?
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna
that's the sponsors.
Okay.
We'll do that in a second. Yeah. The Seminole Tribe of Florida obviously has done a tremendous favor to the sport of pool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Infusion of some money into the sport, and also, just a whole campaign. Wow, he's just crushing these balls.
He crushed the balls. Did you see that?
Yeah,
he made 2 balls. He went from not being able to make any all day, so he's doing something different.
Yeah, he's got it figured out.
He's doing something different. But yes, absolutely, Seminole Tribe of Florida. These have been amazing events, and there's another great event coming up too. And Seminole Media Productions.
Yeah, which is tied in with them. Yep.
Yep, and the Universal Pool League as well. We've got many more to come. We'll be covering those throughout the match.
Just pulled right up and played a nice little safety. Now Johnny could take a chance and kick underneath this soft, and if he doesn't, there's more ways that it'll come up safe that way than he could sell out. And I actually like just kind of rolling in soft and bumping the 1 ball up and hoping the 10 ball helps out. But
it could sell out so easily if he doesn't hit it great, and that's the scary thing about that.
If he ends up hitting it and leaves a shot at the cue ball, or the cue and the 1 ball are can see that he still has a little awkward combo down table. So
when there's so many balls down table too, you can kind of just hope that something good happens. You know, if that one ball finds its way under something.
Well, even if you hit it medium speed and hit it hit it full in the face, there's a good chance a 10 ball comes into
Yeah,
play.
I think I like that better personally, just because there's so many balls on the table.
He hit it. He went for the hard hit, which
maybe he was hoping to make the 4 possibly.
Yeah, but
that was not something that Johnny wanted, obviously.
There was 2 ways to go with that. It was either defensive or offensive, and he chose the offensive, and it just didn't work in his favor. Well, once again, this is all in favor of getting Rodney in stroke.
Pretty much get on this 5, don't underhit it, make sure the speed's right, and he shouldn't have any problems. It's funny how a rack like this, though, I mean, literally, if you're struggling with your speed at all, or you just start overhitting things and they're bouncing off the rails, if it gets cooler in here, you know, all kinds of things can make this simple rack be pretty ugly. But
yeah, and this table is very challenging. So yeah, it all gets personified. Tight table, tight, you know, like finals, you know, a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Now, see, I loved how he played that in this side, and that's what I've been doing more so. Even if I'm having to move my cue ball more, a lot of people used to tell me, you know, move your cue ball as least as possible. Well, in a perfect world, we would.
Yeah.
You know, but in these cases, to open up your stroke and just keep hitting things the same speed, it's I'm finding that I don't see that much on the women's tour, to be honest with you. I'm seeing that a lot here. And
well, especially like guys like, you know, Dennis Hatch and Rodney, they are very comfortable with coming with a harder stroke and moving the cue ball around.
Yeah. Fantastic out. Talk about it. I can't believe he's crushing these balls.
All right. Well, we got Rodney on the rack, and he was talking to me about how earlier this couple matches back that he played, he was having trouble getting the balls to rack up properly on this main table. Now, maybe he figured out how to rack them properly.
Yeah, he was kind of emphasizing that the rack was the only problem, that it wasn't his break. But I also think that he changed something in his front arm as well,
right.
And the way that he's centering his weight,
right, and just confidence. You know, if you're, you know, if you feel like you got it figured out, like there's almost a placebo effect which makes you swing more freely.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
If you feel like you're lost, it seems like it stiffens up your stroke.
Yeah, they just seem to have so much energy, and he's constantly making that ball in the back right pocket. And, I mean, that's not easy to do, you know, and it's going down there every time.
But
so.
the balls are just shattering all over the place. So, yeah, he's got all the things going in the right direction on that break.
Yeah.
But he does
But it was twice now he's had control but not really had something.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's probably going to push out unless he wants to come with a dynamite kick safe, but it looks like he's going to push out. So what's next for you? What are you going to be doing here after this tournament? You going to?
I am going to go home. Finally, cook some homemade spaghetti. The first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to spend about 6 hours Monday through Friday practicing. And then I'm going to be going to Turning Stone after that, and then probably hanging out with my cue sponsor, RJH Custom Cues out in Brooklyn, New York, and just hold off for a few days until I can come straight down to Florida for this tour again. So those are going to be my next 3 events. Trying to kind of gear up for the next WPBA event that we have coming, and it's not till like November, so trying to keep myself in it.
Well, that makes sense. Well, this is great preparation for all that. Now he pushed out Johnny to basically a a tester. You gotta hit this clean. You gotta draw it back, and if you make it, you get paid off. But there's no way that Johnny wouldn't have come out of his chair and taken this shot.
This is such a beautiful shot. When you hit this shot, though,
yeah, this is top English because But this is, I mean, there's this little margin for error. He's trying to come up in between the 6-7.
Boy, he hit that really great.
Yeah,
just
clip the 6 ball, and it makes for another tough shot. And
just had a little bit too much insight on that, but what a fantastic shot!
Oh yeah. The make itself is worth an applause, but cue ball just didn't wiggle its way through that little gap. So he's got another tester. Now, if you try and shoot this and make this, your cue ball is in question. It's going to maybe come right at the 4-7, or unless you put English on it, move around. But you could also maybe think of a safe now, but putting the cue under the 10. But I think
you don't like this finessing it with outside English and coming down. And I know you're leaving yourself kind of a hard shot, but at least you're going to have a shot in the corner. But you don't like finessing it. You just like coming and running into it.
What he did right there is what I like, because you simplify the shot, because it's a hard shot. You simplify it, not using any English, which increases the make.
See, and I thought that was increasing the make. For me using finesse. Yeah, absolutely, helping throw it in. I guess that's why.
But he put no English on it and accepted the fact that the cue ball is going to come up and down table, but it's coming at the 4 ball.
Okay.
So using the 4 ball as like a target and run into it, and then the propensity of getting a shot increases.
I see.
But he doesn't have to worry about the what ifs of getting his cue ball to go in some odd directions and then get shape. He's just running it right at the 4 ball.
And you notice if you take a handful of the top male players and another handful, like half of them really don't ever want to run into a ball unless it's absolutely necessary, and then you have some players who really don't mind running into balls. They might do it 3-4 times a set.
That was a mistake I didn't see
costly.
coming. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Well, that situation, though, he kind of was forced into it a little bit.
Now, it looks like this 5 is probably going to go, because it doesn't seem that he's looking at it much, but these are the trickiest shots right here to control.
You got the 9 ball there to kind of deaden the cue ball, and he's got a shot, and it's wide open now. Well, he's looking at it like it's a tester, but got to believe he's got the best of this. All right.
I like this coming back for the side, 7 on the side. Yeah. He's got to get on the right side of it, because he doesn't want to be on the left side of the 7.
Right.
He'll be all right, but
unless
he
he wanted to shoot it in the corner pocket, which would be all right. But it doesn't look like he's trying to get to the side pocket.
Well, he picked the. He picked the corner.
Yeah.
That's kind of uncharacteristic for him, because he usually always 99% of the time tries to play position on the side. But see, if you're shooting in the corner, he's got a little bit of a back cut. The angle here doesn't look like it's
he would have had to force some good shape there. Where this way he just floated it.
Well, he hit that ball great.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's gonna just fire that in like that effortlessly.
Oh, Rodney's a rare breed. He is fearless. He looks so relaxed at the table too. That's what I like. I like his demeanor, and it almost doesn't do him justice. Just showing table vision, like watching how he just saunters around the table.
Yeah. Well, Johnny's been playing so good, and as far as I know, the last 4 championships, this is what I heard, that Johnny's beat him in the finals 4 times in a row. So this would be the 5th time if Rodney loses. So I see his shoulders back. He's fighting, and Johnny certainly knows what he has to do to win. So we'll see how close the gap stays between these two gentlemen.
Right. He looks, well, considering, after hearing that, I didn't know that stat, but he looks very relaxed considering he's up against an opponent that beat him in the final. Yeah.
I think Alex said it best.
That's a key, yeah.
I think Alex said it best when he said, I can't remember how he worded it, but he said that Rodney panics sometimes on the table, that was his only real weakness on the table, is that just once in a blue moon on a ball, he'll just panic.
Gotcha.
And that once he puts himself together, he's going to be absolutely unbeatable. So he always looks relaxed and stuff, but sometimes a little too relaxed.
Well, but I mean, this is a sport unlike a lot of others where you have to be really relaxed in order to play at the highest level. Like, you have to be intense and focused, but yet you have to keep your body, nice and relaxed in order to execute like a lot of the shots that running out in these tough circumstances require.
I certainly give a penny for some thoughts about, with Johnny in the chair, close set, 4-2, beginning of the set with what's been going on. He just made a huge error.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still positive in his chair and stuff.
10 ball on the break, which does not count, as far as a win, but spots back up.
And I actually would pay more than a penny for those thoughts. But all right.
Good. He's
Any
breaking
trouble?
good. 5 ball goes, as far as I can see. It's just that opening shot scenario.
1 to the 2.
And it looks like he can go down to the end cushion and then back up, but he just has to avoid not losing his cue ball, not bumping the 9 ball or coming. No, he's going around.
Came right in that. Yeah, I like that. That was a good shot.
And that's easier to shoot that with outside English than load it up with inside English.
So he wants back in the center of the table.
Looked like
obviously.
he was going to go try and shoot the 3 ball right there.
Yeah. So would you draw this back, or would you go to the rail and back? I can't quite tell.
He was looking for that angle. He was gauging the cue ball, 3 ball. He wants that same line, except it's going to be closer.
Oh, he punched it. He punched it. He
2 rails. And he was trying to put that cue ball in that same spot that it was in for the 2 ball.
That was a great shot. I mean, he created
his
tangent on there. I mean, he widened it right out. It's nice.
And now he might look to hit this with a little left English and just kind of rub the 4 ball, and it's going to straighten out. So you rub the 4 ball and kind of increases the chance that you're going to get a decent shot off. And he wanted to actually hit that 4 ball a little fuller, and that. But this works out good. He can go back and
now,
forth.
Now, being over by the 6 ball is not a bad thing because, keeping the angle, but he was able to go up and down.
It was natural to kind of go through there, and it took the 9 ball as a trouble ball kind of out of the picture by going back and forth.
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, right at this moment. Now it's easy, but he made a lot of great shots to get to this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now so I don't really like, but I'm not making fun of the guy. But if you want to make a joke, you should do it.
Well, right now it's just keep your composure together and do what you do best. Just clean up all the easy shots that you got left on the table.
And obviously I like shooting it up in the top right corner because I don't want to cross over the angle and I don't want to walk around the table if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Call it laziness.
Right. Well,
perfect.
Before you told me about, Rodney's got a little losing streak with Johnny, in my mind, I thought this match was set up where Rodney was just a slight underdog because, well, Johnny won the winner's bracket. He did it in such convincing fashion, and plus he beat me. So I mean, I think he deserved a trophy for that by itself.
Right. Well, yeah, everybody was around the table, and he picked it up and he handed the smaller trophy to Johnny. He said, "Hey, you want to sign this? Because I'm taking the big one. You've taken
great.
It 4 times from me, so I'm assuming that it's the truth."
In my mind, I thought Rodney was a slight underdog coming into this, but man, he's playing right through that.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel like he's an underdog.
And those days where things just go your way, and I think that's one of those days for him today.
Yeah.
And that's really what the difference is for a championship.
Oh, yeah.
To go all the way. And I think it was just like third place from what I'd been hearing. And then obviously Johnny's been just playing great. He's been taking tournaments down and his speed's been fast but he's been sitting in his chair quite a bit this set, so he got a lot of attention earlier, but right now Rodney's stealing it.
Right. Well, it definitely favors Rodney right at the moment because he looks like he's making balls and breaks, looks confident. Using great angles. This is perfect. This is perfect right here.
You know what they say? They say if your break is on and you're making balls, you feel like you can't miss a ball.
Right. And I think for Rodney, it's like that, but it's even bigger than that because he's such a run-out player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all of his momentum and rhythm. He's such a rhythmical player. Yeah.
Got a little bit of a. He would have liked to have actually had the cue ball a little further away, up table, not drifted so far down, so he'd have an angle to hit the bottom cushion and come back up.
Now, which side of where would you want to be here on the 5 and the 6, Chris, considering he's left-handed? You think he's going to play it different? He's going to try to get farther away from it so he can reach it? Yeah,
well,
I was
is
wondering.
further away, but
yeah.
I think anywhere close to being in line with this combo would have worked out good.
Yeah. See, I always set up on combos a little bit different than that. Combos is one of my favorite shots of all time, and I don't know how in the world, but my percentage on combos is like higher than anything else in my game. But I never set up over the back one where when they separate, they go like at different directions. Yeah. They always have to go with each other.
Gotcha.
So that shot scares me.
Right.
But apparently it didn't scare him.
Doesn't look like anything's scaring him right now. He's just running out like
that's
water.
True. If Johnny gets that opportunity, though, I don't think he'll let it pass him like the last time. He kind of puts himself into gear with his rhythm pretty well,
right.
Even if he sits a while.
Right. And I mentioned this in other commentary where Johnny seems like he can hang in there better than most all the other players, where even if he gets stuck in the set, if he finally gets out of the chair, I could see him coming up and being completely ready to rock and roll. Like some people get discouraged and give in. You won't be seeing that out of him.
All right. Well, he's getting the opportunities and he's taking full advantage of them, which is the key in everything.
He's made some good shots along the way too.
Yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and cover.
Don't say that.
Okay.
I'm John Hendrick, pool player and owner of the Green Room in Pineville, North Carolina. My serious players demand quality, and that's why I've switched to Milliken Super Pro. This cloth plays at the perfect speed. It lasts a long time, and the spill guard protection saves my tables from stains. It saves me money, and my customers love it.
Milliken Super Pro, exclusively from Sterling Gaming.
All right, Rodney, breaking great, running out, awesome. Everything looks like it's going his way. You think this is his tournament?
Well, from the looks at it right now, I think momentum is in his favor. It's energy. He is ready to take it. So I would not be surprised at all if he doesn't. I mean, this is the key right here. Is this break? This is everything here, and it's certainly working for him.
Wow. It almost looks like he's cheating up there.
Yeah, it seems like it, right? But I think it's just a couple little elements that he was hoping for.
He's mashing them balls. He's hitting them really, really good.
We'd also like to just go over a couple of the sponsors here too. We also would like to thank Grand Touring Vodka and Milliken Super Pro Cloth and Fury Cues. Just another 3 of the sponsors here that support the tour and make all this possible.
He's got. Real quick, he's got an 8 and 9 that he's got to try and figure a way. I don't think he wants to play shape for the 8 up table. That would be really difficult. I mean, he's looking at it, but having a ball froze on the rail like that and having to shoot it up table, you'd have to get absolute perfect shape for you to feel comfortable. He'd like to find a way to give it a little bump right now. I think. I don't know if that's what he's trying to gauge right here. Yeah, dice that 3 in, maybe give that hit the cushion and then maybe hit the 8, and then the cue ball fans out and just accept a little bit of a tougher shot on the 4. Boy, he hit that so good. Wow.
Well, that couldn't work out any better.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a really tough scenario, but he made it look easy. He played great shape on the 3 ball for a natural roll shape into bumping the 8 and having the cue ball fan out and over to the other side of the table and just.
This is how Johnny was playing against Earl earlier.
Yeah.
It was almost the same exact scenario. He was just making everything look so easy.
Right, and that's why I thought Johnny was kind of a favorite coming into this because he got into the winner's bracket by himself in just such convincing fashion that I thought he was going to maybe duplicate it here in the finals, but he's just not getting a chance to. This is the Rodney show right now.
Well, he certainly is playing great. He certainly is on every element of his game. There's no doubt about that, and it doesn't always mesh together like that. So hopefully he doesn't relax or start panicking or anything like that, you know, and then he keeps going, because you can't win if you don't get to the hill. So regardless, he's got a huge lead. He's got to get there.
Right.
That was a great out.
Well, had this been a race to 9 like the rest of the tournament, he'd be on the hill, but it's not. It's the finals, and it's a race to 11. So.
And Rodney's having the most fun.
Yeah.
Out of both of them.
Yeah.
He's probably having the best time of his life right now.
Right now, Johnny's having no fun at all, because he's just watched Rodney just dominate. And
this is the time to peak. I mean, literally, he hasn't had his rack, his breaking, or anything on all tournament.
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his matches. Haven't seen him have it all together.
Yeah, what a time for it to show up, right?
Yeah.
If that could just happen to all of us, you know, that key match, the most important match, everything comes together.
Earlier we were doing a Q raffle, and he bought a little kid some raffle tickets to win a nice Jacoby Q, which is a sponsor that helped me out to host this event. But he gave that to a little kid. I'm like, Rodney, you know how to get karma on your side. I really respect that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And right after that, won the match and got himself here, and now he's playing the best pool of his life.
Right, well, he came up dry there, and I think everybody would have seen that Rodney really kind of shook his head. So I think he actually made a mistake of not being repetitive in everything that he was doing, maybe pre-shot routine, maybe how he went into the ball. But he was very aware that it was his fault and not, or maybe he slug-racked himself too. So here's Johnny's chance. He's got some. He's got that 5-8, having some trouble. But look at the 3-10.
Right.
Makes the 1, gets the 2. He might be able to get back on the board. And make the
5-8 is very shootable. So I don't necessarily consider that a trouble spot.
But the 3, the 3-10, I don't see him playing position on the other side of the 3.
Yeah.
He would love to get some quick games right now.
If you're going to close the gap. If you got to shoot a combo, you might as well shoot it and win the match, or win the game.
Yeah. But he has position here. But he's probably going to go to the rail and come back over.
Go over and back. But I can't see
him
playing.
Too much can happen.
I can't see him playing shape on this 3 ball in the opposite corner pocket, because it's so hard to get from the 3 to the 4.
Right.
He's gonna try and get shape on this combo.
Way too much can happen there.
Yeah, he's coming back and over for the combo.
This is so important right now.
Yeah,
even as a champion, breathe. You have nerves, everything. Really important. You don't want to hang this 10. It's the last thing somebody wants to do at this moment. Put him on the hill, too. I don't think Johnny will miss this, though.
Well.
Then again, I love combos, so they always look easy to me.
Johnny's just happy to get something going in his favor.
All right, welcome back.
Well, to make this competitive, Johnny's got to have a solid break. But he's been on this table a lot. He's played a lot of featured, and he's breaking good through this whole thing. So if he can run a rack or two, it'll tighten right back up.
For those that are watching and that have been watching, Johnny's been playing on the stream a lot. I think they've known his break's just been solid this entire tournament. So I anticipate him still breaking them really good right now.
You got kids kicked out and he gets on the other side. Watch up high. Nope.
Well,
this could just be Rodney's time, It's like everything shifts, how those matches just go that way. Sometimes he made that one mistake that was in his control.
There's
changed everything.
A lot of opportunity to maybe cut the 1 ball and come down table and say you make it, you might get shape, but if you don't, you're going to leave. There's a good chance he's leaving him nothing.
Yeah.
And that's basically what that shot was all about. He was able to take a free shot at it, yeah, and he left Johnny in a real bad position. Whether he can jump this, maybe, because he's only going over pieces of the 9, the 7, the 5. He could possibly jump it, but yeah, he's looking at that and the kick.
Yeah, I still like kicking this rail first. I know it's a little bit high, but I think 100% of the time I would kick it and try to go, to the side rail and then rail first and try to make the ball and send the cue ball up table.
Right. If you could just somehow just catch an edge of this one ball in some fashion and get the cue ball up table, because there's just so many obstruction balls up table.
Now he's elevating, which means he's probably going to hit it hard.
Yeah, he has to choke it a little bit. Wow, he got really real lucky with it not scratching. But he's very
look at this. And he's got something else cut out for him now. Do you think this is going to be a rail first kick here?
Yeah.
He's got the 410 right there, so he's got to make sure it doesn't hit one of those 2 balls. But I definitely think going to the bottom rail and kicking it up table.
Yeah.
Hopefully hitting it kind of full, to be honest with you.
Or if you can just kick underneath it and hit the side of the 2 ball that the 3 balls on.
So hit it like thinner.
But hit it kind of soft, and then you're going to get separation where the 2 ball is going to go up towards the 4 ball and the cue ball is going to go up towards the 7 ball.
But if there's a window, could leave a combo.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of
why
I was thinking about. But
all the obstruction balls are down here, so like it takes advantage of maybe getting into.
If he hits it kind of full and sends a 2 ball up, at least he has the 410 here that can leave the cue ball. Right. I don't see him scratching.
Yeah, that works too. The kick that I mentioned, it seems like I don't see Johnny shooting so much. It looks like he's got jack up a mass.
Yeah, he's elevating again.
Yeah.
That's a very difficult shot, but he wanted to stop the cue ball. It was actually a great shot.
Yeah. He had a great shot, but he
didn't get away with it.
Yeah, but he left a wide open 2 ball.
Now, you think he can bring this cue ball between the 5 and the 6 here?
I'm thinking he's going to bring it between the 6 and the 10.
Between the 6 and the 10, not the 5 and the 6?
I think he can hit inside English and get it to come right back down.
Hopefully he doesn't open up the possibility to scratch in the corner here. That's why I was thinking about coming in shorter, 5 to the 6.
You're right with that.
It's just a little safer, right? Because that corner pocket's dangerous. It's huge when you're playing in the finals, I'm sure.
Well, he did get a little fortunate not getting that 4 ball to clip him, but...
Okay, never mind. Let me buy you guys a drink.
Oh, did he lose the 3 ball there? No, he's all right.
A little bit, but now he's got to get the cue ball to maybe bump something. Yep, bump the 6 ball.
He killed that pretty good. I'm sure he put some insight on that.
Yep, and that got him back into an easy run out. Went back and forth. That was pretty confident way of shooting that,
Yeah, absolutely. Because you bump that 7, you could cause some problems.
Yeah, but that shows me that he's really got this table dialed in, He wasn't at all afraid of that. So while he's making these last couple balls, because these are definitely going in, I want to say thanks.
Oh, and
oh, yeah. Yeah, I give him the mojo. But I want to say thanks to Jacoby Cues because, they helped FiddleStix have this event. And they're great people. They're a great cue maker. They give you really good value for what you're buying, and then they back up their product. They're just really good cue makers. And I want to thank them a bunch because they didn't have to be a part of this event, but they stepped up to the plate and helped out because they realized how important this was to bring pool of this level into the Midwest.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many cues out there. You have so many choices nowadays. You have so many people telling you you should play with this shaft and you should play with this cue, and you have all this stuff going on that in the end you have to shoot, you have to try things, and you have to pick what works best for you. But on the other hand, you can't. I don't know many people who've tried like 1,000 cues. They've tried a lot, but maybe not like 2,000. So you kind of want to go with somebody who has the integrity, who gives back to the sport, who does things for people.
And they're out there. They're in all the big events.
Out there. Exactly. But when they're all out there, take all those cues, try them all out, and find something that fits you. You know, if you really don't know what to play with, you can start there.
And honestly, there are a lot of good cue makers out there, but it's, you know, it's the little things, you know, backing up the product and you know, basically giving you a lot of you know, bang for the buck, because you know there are some cue makers that their name speaks for themselves, and they'll give you a plain cue and charge you $1,000 for it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, if you don't mind, I'd like to do a little plug myself. My cue sponsor is RJH Custom Cues, and I've had my cues stolen twice. Now, I didn't even know this cue maker. He is an independent cue maker, custom out of Brooklyn, New York, and he saw me on a live stream thing asking for someone to find my cue and send it back to me, please, because it got stolen, right? And I described it and so on and so forth. I didn't even know this gentleman, Richard Sue, and he actually made me a cue, did not even tell me, knew I was going to Valley Forge because I had mentioned it in a plug.
Yeah.
And he made me a cue and brought it to Valley Forge and gave it to me because he heard my cue got stolen.
Wow.
And it was the most beautiful cue. It even had halos on it, for crying out loud. It was absolutely wonderful. He has the best girlfriend. He's such a great supporter. He gives his cues out to many, many, many people, and you know, he supported me. So it's kind of there's people out there even small that can't do really large things, but they help individuals out, and those people are really important too.
Right.
So
Yeah. It sounds like that's a great company as well.
Yeah, it's at RJH Custom Cues. Check them out. They're absolutely beautiful. But thanks for that moment. I think he really deserves it. So.
Yeah, there are a lot of good people out in the pool world, you know.
Yeah, definitely. When you say RJ Who, it's actually Richard Sue, which is HSU is his last name, but it's RJH Custom Cues. Those are his initials. And my picture's on the website there, and a picture of my cue is on there as well. It has my father's name on it and my mother's name that passed away. But back to pool here, guys. I know you guys really like to live in the pool. So
and Rodney coming with shots, man. That was, there wasn't an easy safe, but making the shot was just as difficult. But at least if you make it, you're in control. So he went for that and got paid off.
I can't believe I still play pool.
Yeah, you know, Alex is over here, and earlier when I had said that when everything comes together with Rodney, he's gonna play. He's gonna be putting things together. Well, right now I'm being strangled by Alex, but other than that, he's. I think what Alex was talking about earlier is happening right now. Everything's just coming together for him at the moment. We're gonna welcome Alex back. Maybe he can chat with me, the two short people. We can harass a little bit, get him in here for 5 minutes.
Excuse me, guys. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry. I will apologize. I will apologize.
I was just kidding. Come on. You know me. I was just always come out with a joke, and I just don't know which one to throw, right? But I can't believe Rodney just missed that ball.
Well, I think you can blame yourself for that one, because right when you did that, he dogged the 5.
Well, I mean, I know he never missed the ball in his life. That's the first time. Yeah, I shocked him, right? People, when they said, "Oh, you sharked me, you barf. You're like 300 million feet away, and you barf."
So let me ask you a quick question, Alex, just about the thing. What do you think? What's going through Johnny's head right now after the match? How it's been going? You may not have seen it.
What head?
Rodney's just been.
What's his
what are you thinking? I mean, when the score is 8-3, Rodney's been absolutely breaking and running, dominating 100%. Johnny hasn't been really to the table much. The last time he was there, he's been jacking up and kicking and stuff like that. But what's going through his head? Is he going to come back? Is he just saying, I'm going to come back and win 11-8?
Hey, Johnny, he's one of the greatest pool players that ever lived. He have a heart of a champion, very smart pool player.
Absolutely.
He's probably going through his head right now. If he just give me a chance and I will do the rest. I bet that's his exact thoughts he's thinking right now.
Okay, I was just curious. I figured it was going to be something really positive like that, but
yeah, because Johnny is a great. I mean, no matter what the score is, he's always been a very hard player to beat because he always give his 100%, effort, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, so do you, except for when you don't eat.
Well,
I can't play on a full stomach, but I can't play hungry either. I'm just I'm right in the middle. I got it worse than you.
Oh my God, he missed that ball. I cannot believe that.
Well, he couldn't have been really thinking positive there. He must have had some doubt.
Oh, I don't know what's going on right now, but I seen a lot of people missing balls.
Yeah. That's a big game.
So anyway, you know how it goes. When the other guy plays good, the other one plays not that good. You know,
They make him play bad, yeah. Pressure. Everybody feels pressure. You're
Yeah.
all human.
But I need somebody to coach me. If someone can tell me how to, I mean, no. I'm just like I'm a very bad starter. Like I start very bad, and any fucking thing I do. Oh, excuse my language, but seriously,
Self-talk. Listen to your self-talk. I start bad.
I start bad.
Listen to you.
No matter what I do, I always play bad in the beginning. I hardly play good. But I tell you what, the longer we play, hello. Tonight, I'm gonna ruin your life. Tonight. I love you guys.
Thanks for stopping by, Alex. All right, a couple of laughs, a couple of giggles. Now back to business here.
That was
just
a
to
tough act to follow there. I don't know what I'm going to do to outdo this.
I'm going to do a real quick rundown of our last sponsors here. Hustlin' USA Clothing, Kamui Tips, Delta 13, and Pool Dog. Thank you for your support. All right. So most of the balls are at the bottom of the
and Johnny's getting
rail.
up out of his chair, which he needs to be doing a little bit of that. Last little sponsor accolade is a friend of mine, a local company, but they've got a global project going on. It's 11 Good Energy, and it's basically finding a clean biodiesel that's going to help the environment. And if you want to find out more about this company, you can just look at 11, like the number 11, goodenergy.com. Great company, and I think they're going public soon, and it's going to be a big deal. But they're going to really help out the whole industry.
That's great.
But they really helped out FiddleStix in this. I want to say thanks to Freddie and 11 Good Energy.
All right, well, Johnny really wants to get something going here. I love to see them when they're under pressure, and I love to see them play from behind.
It's funny looking at some of the people that are interacting on the stream, and somebody's saying Alex drank a bottle of vodka. Well, that is one of the sponsors as well, so he's doing his part. He's
Grand
doing his part.
Touring Vodka.
Yeah, Alex is a team player, so yeah, he's...
No, he's always so happy, you know? I mean, he really is. He's always so happy. And he always sounds like he's drunk. Even when he's sober, he's trying, you know? People can think that. He's just a happy person. Makes other people happy, too.
I don't want nobody to get the ball. I want to get it for me. I want to torture myself.
So he's kind of staring down this 7, 8. Is he going to have to do a little carom to get out the door here?
It looks like it. I mean, it's so hard to tell with our angles here and the angles that you have at home on those specific shots, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to have to do. Yeah, it looks too tight to get by there.
If you get the cue ball in the perfect spot, you can carom it and let the 7 ball just kind of just move a little bit and have the cue ball right there and maybe shoot it in the opposite corner pocket. But having great shape for that carom
It's really important, not to overdraw it and stuff. But if, let's just say hypothetically, he did overdraw it, would he rather overdraw it than underdraw it? Because he will always have a safety. He can always freeze. It's not going to be a great shot, but
safety was
worst
probably
case
the
scenario.
last thing
On his mind, but I'm just saying from us looking in, he would have that if he overdrew it, but I don't think he wants to.
I would rather sail the 7 ball around the table and take my chances and have to let Rodney up out of the chair. So I would underdraw it rather than overdraw it.
Now I'm curious if he's dead straight or if he has a slight angle.
He's got a little
here.
angle. He's punching it with outside English, and he kind of he underdrew it, and the 7 ball's going to be moving, but he's going to hope to maybe play it up and down the table.
Well, he's going to have to because he's going to have to really give enough momentum and speed exchange. onto that 8 ball to make it.
Right.
He's going to have
His
to.
expression after that was not a happy expression. He wanted to come over more.
He's throwing caution to the wind here. He's having the 7 ball go up and down the table. I'm sure he doesn't want to lose control of any ball at this point.
Well,
but it was a great shot.
Make and then he's playing shape.
Yeah,
perfectly.
fantastic shot. Not surprised at all. Couldn't have landed any better, really.
Yeah.
Maybe a few inches off the rail more, but.
5-6.
All right, so this will bring it 9-4.
And I'd really like to see Johnny make a go of it right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because I like seeing a close finals. Really.
Rodney's unscrewing his cue. He's like, Rodney's like.
Hey, you know what?
Uh-oh.
The greatest match in the final, like to watch what people would love, me and Rodney in the final.
How can we make that happen, Alex?
We love each other, right? Second, we always throw jokes here and there,
Yeah.
right? No matter what.
Alex is dive bombing us again.
Yeah, definitely. He was saying that one of the most exciting finals match could be Rodney Morris and Alex Pagulayan together because they both love each other. Not literally, but they both love each other. They both have respect for one another. They both joke around all the time, and they both would be happy to see the other one win.
Right, and they're both hilarious at the table.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
away from the table.
Yeah, exactly.
So I agree. That's I couldn't bill a better finals.
I mean, I personally think that it's an exciting finals anytime Alex is in it, but
Well, I won 8 ball actually one time.
Double rack 8 ball.
I never won straight. I never played. This is my first time.
Well, Johnny needs to.
The race to 11. The race is to 11.
But I never won
Cue ball hopped up a little bit. Stopped
got
right
a ball.
in his
He's
pass.
got the 1 ball dead straight in.
Deadly break.
This is what he needed right here.
Deadly break. Now, the 1 ball being in the pocket, you have some options, but I think he's just going to hit it, you know what I mean, and bring it up for the 3 ball on the side. He's going to hit it with a stun shot, and he's going to finesse, not really finesse, but use some English and creepy crawl it up there.
Might be able to cheat the pocket, but the 1 ball's not setting in the best spot for
That's why I think it's English
shape
here, right? Because you're going to want to hit it pretty full, but you're going to want to make sure that you stun it out and you let the English do it. Or you could go that way. I didn't even think about going that way.
Well,
I didn't even think about it.
Well, it didn't work out all that good, but
But where was he trying to get? Was he trying to get in the upper corner?
3 rails for the 3 in the side. It was just a tough angle. It looked something manageable, but it was tricky. Because otherwise he would have just brought it right up the rail and it ran out. But it was a little.
He had to have been playing for the corner. He's been playing for the corner a lot lately because if he said, okay, well, if I get the corner, but if I underhit it, I have it in the side. It's not that easy to get shape on the 4 because he's, to bring the cue ball down.
Well,
I'm surprised at that.
In hindsight,
even me,
he
surprised.
He wish he would have simplified that.
Yeah.
And anything's better than this. So he's looking at the fact that he could see an edge of this. Maybe clip it and play safe. Or maybe back cut it in, which would be a ridiculously hard shot.
Yeah,
but he does have an
he's
it.
Going.
Yeah, he's playing a little
He's going
safe.
for the safety.
Trying to get the cue under the 6.
What a shot. What a shot, huh? Wow, you needed so much control for that.
Yeah, he had a good.
To attempt it is one thing, but
well, he needs a win here so badly, 9-4, and to have that open table not go in his favor is brutal. But he came with a great safety, got ball in hand. Now he's back into it.
thank you.
What up, Alex? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I would agree. Efren's shot, a very good call. You definitely see Efren shooting those safeties that way, too.
While Johnny runs these out, we're going to have Alex do some karaoke for us.
All right, I just go to the rail and back over, shoot the 5 in the side, leave an angle on the 6, and just float it up to the bottom rail, back up, shoot the 7.
Yeah, this out.
Make sure that you get on the 8 right. The 8 is going to be crucial here.
Well, you could either shoot the 9 up table, which wouldn't, or down table. You know, just
getting straight. You have 2 options, but if you don't get straight, then you're kind of bumping into it a little bit. But it's fine. I mean, he'll survive in it, but you'll just go forward with it and nudge it a little bit. But still, a lot can go wrong when you're under pressure and you're down 9-4.
Not with Johnny though. I can't see him having any problems here. But it looked like it was 100% the Rodney show, but all of a sudden we got Johnny creeping back in there. He's pesky.
He got perfect on the 8, so there's no problems at all.
Johnny just doesn't go away. Looks like he's drawing out here, which I'm thinking. Okay, he's not. I would have been surprised to see him draw out of that.
Rocket? Right there, that's what I'm talking about. Man, it ain't easy being greasy.
I don't sing, gentlemen. I would love to do a duet with Alex. We have been karaokeing years ago, but I don't sing.
It ain't easy being greasy.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, I agree.
Got Johnny,
you can't leave a crack.
Got Johnny creeping into the match.
But really, I mean, it was 2 of Rodney's breaks were dry, so his breaks were really strong up into when he changed something, he hasn't been able to get it back on track. So we're gonna. So that I think that's what opened the crack for Johnny.
Yep.
It's 9-6 now. We got a game.
Okay, so the score is 9-5 right now with Johnny breaking, obviously.
9-5, and Johnny's doing good. He's hanging in there, but the margin of error is small because just 2 more games, and this is Rodney's tournament. 2 more wins for Rodney, and it's his tournament.
He's respecting the Q-tip. There's something there. He told me. Every time you pick something off the table, there is actually something there. He said it. There's something there.
Johnny's cleaning idiosyncrasies. But this might be a time where he gets to kind of reflect and get himself geared up all at the same time. While he's picking Lynn off the table and cleaning the cue ball.
He's taking his time. He wants to come back here. He's going to take his time. I've seen this happen a lot. You know what I mean? He's just going to go at his pace and only his pace alone, and he's going to shoot when he wants to shoot and when he's ready, and even if it takes a long time. And if he wants to shoot 100 miles an hour, he's going to do that too. You know what I mean? There's certain moods. But right now it's important for him. He wants to inch by inch get his games back, which I think is, sometimes it's smart.
Towards the side, get kicked out. There's going to be a ball that goes to the right hand pocket.
Little predictions.
All right.
Alvin.
Let's see this strong break.
Ball's all just kind of carried up table. Normally that second tier of balls are kind of directing towards the side pocket. And actually, they went way above the side pocket, which was really bizarre.
Mm-hmm. That was a great safety because that also took care of that 7-8 issue that was there. It's still there, but at least the 7 ball's makeable now. If he were to get ball in hand, which probably, I see Johnny still hitting this. This is really difficult though.
Well, even if he gives up ball in hand, there's like a 6, 8, 7 combo, a 3-way combo or whatever to get going. Or it's not. It almost, I would say, what, the 2-10 combo if you got ball in hand.
Yes. That 7 ball's right in the pocket, though. What a hit.
Yeah, if I had ball in hand, I probably would have been shooting the 1 and doing the 2-10 combo. That looks.
Yeah, I didn't think it would get ball in hand, but this is a setup pretty much like ball in hand.
Well, I don't know if he can get behind the 2 ball, but that, or maybe he could get behind the 3 ball. He might want to look at that. No, he's not going to look at the 3-10. But like if I got to shoot 1 combo, I'm shooting 1 with the 10 ball on the backside of it. It looks like that 7 ball is probably the easier of the 2 for sure.
It's going to go up and down.
Nice.
For the 4 on the side.
A little on the
I mean, that
side.
7 ball's right in the hole. That 3 ball combo is actually not difficult.
But the shape on the 6 after is the only thing you would have to worry about.
I mean, even if he really wanted to, he could play on the right side of the 6 and actually play the carom and just put the 8-7 into it and put the 6 over for the corner if he wanted to. I don't know if it's necessarily the best shot, but it certainly is a possibility.
Right.
I wouldn't count it out anyways. But he's going to shoot the 3 ball combo. Probably smarter, but some people might prefer the other one.
Well, he's got to play the cue ball shape because it's a cut shot to the 8. Got to play the cue ball shape and the 6 ball shape because the 6 ball's glancing off the 8. I could see the cue ball coming back up to center table and then the 6 ball in the opposite corner pocket happening here.
I was just going to...
Cue ball up table, 6 ball opposite corner pocket.
Yeah, I was going to predict that he was going to go 2 rails just because he did that last time. He seems to like to play it that way, but... That opened it right up there for him.
This is to get on the hill, so this is a big game.
Yeah, he's okay.
Good guy.
Don't forget to mention FiddleStix, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to toot my own horn.
I command you.
Well, FiddleStix is Canton, Ohio. If you get in your travels, if you find yourself in this region, please stop in. We're all about pool. If you're watching this online, you got to like pool a little bit, but we cater to you. All right, Rodney's on the hill.
I'd also like to say thank you to Lucky Lenny. We call him Lucky, and he's with Eco Technologies, but he's my sponsor. He's the reason why I'm able to come out here and play with the men. So thank you so much for that.
It's not a 3-legged dog?
No, absolutely not.
40 years of Q craftsmanship. A state-of-the-art production facility. Revolutionary design. When you step to the table, unleash the fury. Precision craftsmanship. A player's cue ready for action. A cue with a sweet hit. A consistent hit. See the entire line of Fury cues and unleash your fury.
All right, FiddleStix Billiards championship match. Rodney Morris on the hill. This is Chris Zuter. Angel here at my side with the commentary. We're seeing some dynamite pool. Rodney's really showcased his talents here so far. I haven't seen really any faltering out of him through this whole match. He pumped that brake pretty good, but did not get anything out of it. And that's one thing that I always try and pride myself on. When I finally get on the hill, I want to just lay down a really crisp break and give it my best chance, and that's what he did. He just didn't get rewarded.
He's going to play. Is he going to play safe here? He's not going to bank this ball. He's going to play safe and put the cue ball underneath that 9 ball.
Rodney's favor because
Perfect.
that's just the way I believe.
And I want to thank Amar Kane from coming out. Amar is the man, and I want to thank him for buying out all the liquor that we have behind FiddleStix Bar. drink.
We don't call it FiddleStix, we call it
Amar Sticks.
licky lick.
Lickety lick, Amar Stick.
And this is on the internet, folks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to Amar for sure.
No, the people that set up these
I'm not sure to answer
I'll tell you this much. I really
Q-Ball's
got the
question.
feeling that something magical
I'm not sure what happened to Carol Clark.
deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for you.
Everybody else deserves it.
All right, so Johnny's going to keep fighting no matter what the score is here. The only little thing here I see is the 5, and the 5 ball not really going in the corner unless it's deceiving and it goes past that 9. Looks like it actually might, but
Yeah, it might. But he could go up and down the table if not.
but if it's really tight, he can't slow roll it because of where the 6 is. So, but yeah, the 3 is not a problem, but that 5, he's got to.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, he's not really playing any putting any concern to it.
Okay, well he's looking at it now, so yeah, he doesn't look like he has an issue with it.
Yeah, this is no.
This is a very difficult count because if you look at that purple ball, it looks like just a normal old purple ball, but it's really a light ball in the middle of the table.
All right, so he must have a lot of room here because he's obviously got to hit this with a lot of authority to get back.
Well, he got in a great angle line for that. Now he's center table to where he can swing back over to the 7.
Absolutely.
And he wants to get dead straight in so they could just draw back and get shape on the 8 ball, not have to worry about the combo. Hit a little hard.
Yeah,
he's
for
not
sure
happy.
did.
I think he wanted to drop down on that rail.
Well, the only
Could he
thing
have
that
hit
was
it?
good at it, really, that happened good, is that he didn't get jacked up over the 8
Yeah.
ball, because that was what I thought might happen if he overhit it.
If he was trying to get on that rail, he hit it so bad that I almost believe that he wasn't trying to get over there.
At this level, though, the 8-9 combo, it really shouldn't be an issue for Johnny.
Yeah.
No. I know you don't want to shoot a combination with 3 balls on the table if you absolutely have to. But do you see him playing underneath this ball? It's definitely a possibility. You just make it down in the corner and you come back, hit the first diamond, and come to the bottom rail and shoot it up table if you want.
He's sitting and studying all these options out, but
I'm curious what he commits to, though. I think he's going to play underneath it. He looks like he's gearing up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great shot.
Yeah.
Yep, he sure did. He played underneath it.
And,
It really is a great shot. That's a beautiful shot, yeah.
yeah, well, look at the end result. That's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
Could not have put it with ball in hand if he had to shoot it up into that corner pocket. Couldn't have done no better. Well, he is not giving up, even though his back's against the wall.
No, it was nothing but net with that 8
Yeah.
ball. You know what I mean? Smooth as silk. And still getting real close to the 10 ball and stuff, hitting everything great.
You know, I've watched and sat here and commentated a number of matches through this weekend, and I've seen some people, fall behind in the set and get discouraged, but I'm not seeing any of that out of Johnny. He's still fighting.
Yeah, he always does.
He's got a lot of catching up to do, though. Putting a four pack down, playing 9 ball can happen easy, or 5 pack to get out the door. 10 ball, man, I haven't seen anybody run more than a couple racks, in a row.
Yeah, I think Johnny did 3 or 4 in his match with Earl.
That's probably the biggest run of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take a lot of good things to happen for him to to get this tightened up. While the balls are rolling with that Seminole Tribe of Florida, once again, as a player and as a pool enthusiast as well, what they're doing for pool is dynamite. Hopefully we could host something like this again at FiddleStix with them. It was a great partnership. They're very easy to work with, very generous in what they're doing for the world of pool. I can't say enough good things and thank the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Really good people. And the people of Canton, Ohio, were blessed to see a lot of great pool play, and it's because of them.
See those two beautiful trophies in the back?
Yeah.
I'm going home with these two gentlemen. One just a little bigger than the other.
Yes, and the paycheck as well.
And you can see a bottle of vodka in one of those trophies, first place trophy. They get a bottle of Grand Touring vodka.
Yeah. Well, Rodney had a little tester of a side pocket shot, and it was not easy, but he had to shoot it. I think he had to shoot it. But anyhow, rattled it, left Johnny another opportunity. He needs a couple of these to give it a chance of winning, but that's a start. I like the bump there. That makes it makes things just a little simpler, more simple. If he can roll this 3-inch soft, it's a little tricky angle. He's either gonna have to roll it if he can hold it, roll it soft, but he might have to draw out 2 rails.
Yeah, did Rodney have 3 break and runs this match in the beginning? Was it 3 break and runs, or was it 2 and
my memory
and was
for
there
that,
a safety?
I'm not sure, but I know he.
Yeah,
he
that's a
ran,
really good call. Thank you so much for that update. You're right.
He ran a number of racks in this set. Yeah, but that was
so it was 3 or 4 between him and Johnny.
Yeah, those are the 2 people of this whole tournament that I've seen put together a package of offense that was noteworthy. Any good with those extension cues or those extension little things? I can't get used to those.
I don't use them. I'm sure I don't use them. I actually I forced myself to learn how to use the bridge.
Yeah.
I did. I just forced myself and said, some people say, oh, I'm not going to use the crutch, I'm not going to do this, but...
Yeah, that...
But yeah, so I'm comfortable doing it, but I'm also comfortable left-handed.
Yeah.
But I know that doesn't take away from the reaching part of it, but I also practice a lot left-handed now.
Gives you some options.
Yeah, working with Earl, because Earl's actually my coach now. I've only had 3 lessons with him so far, and we've changed a lot of things, but he, taught me a lot about making bridges. And even though my bridges were pretty stable, he just did little tweaks to my fingers that actually made a world of difference. And now I'm trying to put it into my left hand, but my left hand isn't quite as strong, so it aches really bad. But I'm anxious to see in the next 6 to 12 months really what's going to happen. I'm really excited about it. No, absolutely not. Those are things that's just for him. No, he has not tried to do anything. And I've been really happy with the changes that he's made with me. I think he's given me so much respect for the level that I'm at, but there's just certain things that have to get more stable, and then the heart needs to come back.
Right.
But that comes back with the confidence and belief in my own mind. And, a lot of people think that
all right, Johnny,
it won't happen, but it will.
Well done.
All right, Johnny's still in it. Making for a very interesting match. 10-7.
Yep, it's getting closer. Sooner or later, somebody's going to win that trophy, though.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a guarantee of that.
For me, the preparation for this event was like a month before this, or even longer, really, with negotiations and such. But for it to come down to this is pretty rewarding. It's been a great weekend, and I want to thank all the players that came out. a lot of these guys I see out, in tournaments and such, they're all I would consider friends. But I was real happy to see them come into my little hometown, my little, into FiddleStix, and grace FiddleStix with their presence.
Did he just change his break? Did he just move his cue ball from the left to the right? Didn't he break from the left last time?
You might be right.
Or maybe it was just a switch of the screen and just played with my mind. But I thought he was breaking from the other side.
Looks like he's loading up pretty good.
To me, when I'm coming back, I don't want to change anything.
Right.
I want to do everything exactly the same way, but wow, what a beautiful break. He just crushed those balls and made two of them straight in on the one. See, when everybody was talking about not giving him, making a crack open for Johnny, it just goes to show him coming back how
yeah, absolutely unflappable. He way behind him the set, and now all of a sudden you got to believe he's got a chance. What was that hit, Bob?
Okay, good. Yeah, there was a change in the side. So he did. He took initiative to change something up before that, and it looked like it was a really good decision.
And he's triple sharp behind the rack. If he sees any little gap or something that looks like it might be tougher from one side to the other, that might influence him moving over to the other side.
Is it smart to even leave a gap in those balls?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's unavoidable. I mean,
well,
there's no such thing as 100%. You can't have it 100% tight.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some margin that you could either use to your advantage or could possibly hurt your break. But he might have saw something and just moved the cue ball over based on that.
So I like using this. Well, yeah, this is tough.
I think he could just slow roll this. I mean, he doesn't like, rolling it.
Yeah, I know he doesn't want to put the 2-ball up table and freeze the cue ball on the 6. I mean, I know he wants to run out here. So,
well, I think
but just throwing it out there, there is an actual nut safe right there. So,
I think you can shoot in the corner, and if the cue ball went up down to the end rail and came up to where the spot is, that would be perfect, really. So I think if he rolled it soft enough, he could make it and have the cue ball come down and up and still get a 3-ball on the side.
Going up and down?
No, it's basically got.
I mean, he's still got to get on the 4. Yeah, he's got to get underneath the 3 if that's the case, and that's where he's struggling right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Shooting this aggressive, if going underneath that, I don't think he is. I think he's going to come around.
He's looking at all the options.
He could
cueing it low. He's going to
say he could cue this soft.
Trying to go
with a bunch of inside English.
2 rails.
He's playing the bank. That's the first thing that he was looking at, was playing the bank. But I couldn't believe he was doing that, because what about the shape for the 4?
Yeah.
But he lined up to get it, actually, the cue ball right by the spot here. And either he was lining it for a safety, maybe the cue ball underneath the 10, I'm not really sure, or just the bank. But the bank, even coming around, he's got to make sure that the cue ball lands right where it landed to get shape on the 4. It's tough.
It didn't really work out all that great.
Okay, so he did resort to a safety.
Yeah. And I'm not afraid of letting the 2-ball go into and just dribble into the pocket, like just die out and just drop into the pocket, like as soft as could be. But I don't think he wanted or likes that shot at all. That's why he tried to draw it, and it didn't work out, but ended up coming up with a good save. Wow, Rodney is so good at those. Well, he kicked it in.
Well, here we go. This is like the 8-ball earlier that really put him in dead punch. After the second game? He made this 8-ball that was frozen on the rail. It's almost identical shot.
And he prides himself on being able to come with these shots.
But it literally put those 3 racks together because of that. And
went for it. And
he shot it a little bit softer than he shot the 8-ball earlier, but I really thought he was going to nail it, because he should have been confident with it, knowing that he made it. But this definitely opens the door again to make it a 2-game spread.
Yep.
That is going to hurt. It was not an easy shot that he shot, but he did make it earlier in the match, and that is going to definitely hurt him right now. Johnny's speeding up a bit. You can see his demeanor changing.
Well, yeah, it's within grasp now. I mean, if it gets 8 to 10, he could definitely.
Yeah, Johnny's got to be super stoked right now. I mean, just super happy.
It didn't look like he had a chance in this thing, but he's.
Oh, you'd like me to tell you a little bit about my Earl lessons, like the main thing that I learned apart from the bridge? Well, very shortly, I guess just 2 quick sentences. He taught me to really kind of believe in myself, move the cue ball around a lot better, spin the ball a lot more. Okay, that was more than 2 sentences, but spin the ball a lot more, and start moving the cue ball around, but mostly get level. He made sure that my cue was level, I guess, for all these years, even though I've been executing a lot of difficult shots.
Anything fun and wacky? Because I like the fun
and wacky.
No,
actually, he was the most professional coach I've ever had. And you may like to hear it, but you think I'm lying.
But I mean, nothing corny.
Absolutely not. I mean, not even a hair.
Like I really enjoy Earl. I think he's a great guy, but some of the stuff he says makes me laugh.
Yeah, but we're talking lessons here. He loves this game, and he is so invested.
Oh, yeah.
When I go in and I pay money and I get my lesson, let me tell you, I get my money's worth.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well,
4 hours working with him. He never left the table once. He's done it with other people that I've worked with. Because I did make a call, and somebody, a couple people had worked with him, but I didn't know what to expect either.
Well, he could definitely teach you about believing in yourself. Because if nobody...
Well, he believed in me, and that was
himself,
a big thing.
Yeah.
But
that
was also a big
that
thing.
Into people. I can see that.
Yeah, he's very positive. He's willing to help really anybody.
Yeah.
But he's very specific. Like, there was another person, walking around, and somebody said, Earl, if you gave him lessons, you would probably do this. And he's, instead of saying, no, I wouldn't give him lessons, he says, well, if I was teaching him, like that, I wouldn't ever allow him to chalk the cue like that. Because these things are, really important. But what I'm saying is that he's never negative to helping anybody. He's just so invested that he really wants you to succeed.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But anyhow, about the lessons, though, getting the cue level was one of my issues, so he changed my stance.
Okay.
So he had me bend both of my knees. It was really important.
Ooh, right at the last second there.
I don't know. It's just amazing. Hopefully I get a chance to talk a little bit more about it, on my Facebook and stuff like that. I'm always talking about my lessons, and I'm getting ready to work with them again. So, but definitely one of the best coaches I've ever worked with in my life. So
well, Rodney's got either a push out, or I kind of like kicking at this ball. And if you can kick at this and get contact on the one, there's so many ways that it could come up safe. Like just one rail. 2 rails doesn't really work out because if you kick under there 2 rails, either the cue ball or the one ball has to get to a rail, and it's tricky. But 1 rail, like if you hit it, reasonably full, he's gonna push out, which is probably the safer option. But yeah, it doesn't. It puts the ball in Johnny's court to do the damage with a safety. So like if I saw that angle, that kick angle, real good, I might have went for the kick there for a kick save. But we'll see what happens here.
He's got to hit a rail. That's a huge mistake.
He meant to nick the one ball. He ended up missing it.
Mm-hmm. Came behind it.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened there. So that push out was everything Rodney hoped it would be. Seven ball go past the 9 ball into the corner. Wow, that was
So he did not want to clip it like that.
He didn't want to clip it, but there's a real...
He wanted to go into it full.
Yeah, but he's got a real good opportunity to play his safety here, and if he can drive the 3-ball up table, and if he can have the cue ball bump the 7-ball, that's the best option. Because then the 9-ball helps protect things, and it seems real doable. No, he's going to be able to. He should be able to get down in there. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
All right,
wow.
Well, that's one way to win it right there.
I don't think anybody expected that.
There it is. There it is.
Well, Rodney Morris got the championship, the Seminole Pro Tour.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Rodney. Wow.
Unbelievable shocker.
Congratulations, Rodney. Great tournament.
Everybody wants a replay.
Nice,
thanks so much, Chris.
Nice finish. Hey, thank you, Angel. I got to hand a trophy over.
All right, kiddos.
White boy, all right, white boy. Let's give a nice round of applause.
Answer it.
Second place winner, Johnny Archer.
All right, everybody.
And our 2011 FiddleStix champion, Rockin' Rodney Morris. Look at that great tournament.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Everybody, you guys have been a great crowd.
Say something, John.
Hello. And good night.
Are you glad to be going back to Florida?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to get back home.
We want to say thank you to Seminole Tribe. What do you have to say to the Seminole Tribe if they are listening?
Let's do it again next year. This is what the people are witnessing is awesome.
We want to thank everybody. Thank John DeToro, Tiffany Marquez, Jerry Mahan, J.R. Calvert, myself, Alvin, all our wonderful crew there. You see Jerry out on the floor, Stevie Moore, of course the champion Rocket, Rodney Morris. There's the killer Pixie, Alex Paguline. I want to thank everybody out in the chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an honor to join you this weekend. Thank Chris Zuter and FiddleStix Billiards.
Stevie Moore.
Thank you very much to Stevie Moore. I already actually said thanks to you, Stevie.
Oh, thanks, Alvin.
The Wild Man, the Blade.
Thanks, Alvin.
No problem, my brother.
Thanks, Simon.
Yep.
Thanks, Theodore.
Okay, and thanks to Inside Pool and the Seminole Tribe of Florida.
Thanks, Inside Pool.
Thanks, Seminole Tribe.
Thanks, Seminole Tribe.
Absolutely.
Thanks, FiddleStix.
FiddleStix and Universal Pool League, Grand Touring Vodka, Milliken, Super Pro, Klaus, Fury Q's, Hustling USA, Community Tips, Delta 13, and Bulldog. All right, so enjoy the winner's ceremony, everybody, and we're going to take a little pause, and we'll see you next weekend for the free stream at Indianapolis. Tune in to InsidePool.tv. Want to thank J.R. Calvert and all the rest at Inside Pool Magazine. I want to thank everybody out on there, the stream that supported us this weekend, that bought to purchase the pay-per-view. Just hang in there, and we'll be doing the winner's ceremony shortly. And I'll call you right back. Okay? Okay. So this is Alvin with Inside Pool. Whether you love me or you don't, I'm here for you, and thanks for the adventure, and thanks for everybody for joining us again. Hope you enjoyed our stream. There's the lovely Tiffany right there. Seminole Media Productions. And the Seminole Tribe has entrusted their faith in Jerry and Johnny there. Tiffany. Definitely want to thank Angel Paglia and Chris Zuder for doing the commentary in the finals and all their work all weekend. So that's it, guys and girls, my chatlies, my friends. Thank everybody out there in the chat. I see you guys out there. Thanks to Corner Market Bob. Thanks to Upstate Al. Thanks to Pro Pool Player, all my other chatly friends. Thanks to J Cool, Shooter, Gordo, all those guys out there. You know, I want to give everybody their little plug as much as I possibly can, my friends. If I don't do it this stream, I will definitely do it next stream. Spectator 101, Steel City Shooter. See who are my normal chatlies that I know. Aspani, Duker, Gina Q, Jules Infinity, JL Moss, TV Wagon. Thanks everybody. Dorabella. Planet Pool Action Tour. Mike Riccadella and the crew. All right, kiddos, stay tuned. And next week we'll be back. So this is Alvin signing off. And thanks everybody.
Oh, God.
You guys did a great job in the finals, by the way.
Yeah, I did great. Thank you.
See the jukebox remote?
Yeah, it's right here.
No, Alvin has it. The guy got a combination. Thanks.
Yep. Classic rock.
The couch I could do it was your own. I just looked it up and I went through the call logs and I saw it turned in here. And I saw JR and I'm like, let me call JR and see what comes up on his phone.
I know. That's the second time this weekend I lost my phone. Right. I don't want this phone. It's awesome. What happened?
I hope it did.
Get off.
Everything good.
Getting that collision on the side that the other side was happening at all. It just wasn't
I did it. Somebody did it. When watched the news, I see 10:30. I was taking people there again before I went. Yeah. 11:45. I was. And you're ready. Suddenly realized. No. Running. Oh. And I mean, Mike didn't give back. Because everyone was when I restarted. Well, you survived. That's all that matters.
sir. What you been up to, man?
Drinking.
I hear that. That's what I've been doing. You don't? Stop drinking?
I haven't drinking here.
Working out?
I drank at Providence. I'm drinking here.
I'm fucked up pretty good too because I haven't been. Yeah, I'm fucked up. I haven't been drinking. Not as bad as Lamar. He's over there somewhere. I see him right there. He's at the bar bothering Alex. But man, he was passed out earlier. Man, what's a good word? He's nuts. He's nuts. I beat Mark. Quit beating me out of that mouth. Yeah, thank you. I really, I don't know how to say it. I'm in. I'm all in. Just trying to get it done.
Everybody talks, you know, you're the only one that's here doing it.
We normally do this for free. We help the Seminoles out and make sure that, we're showing them that they can get and we want them to keep making money. You and I have been around long enough. We know that it's not too often when somebody quits money. It's usually a skim model. So 1,000 in and I take 100, right? These guys are putting thousands and thousands in. And I want them to make some money, and I've got the ability to help them make some money back.
One suggestion.
Sure.
Get a camera.
What's going on?
Just one.
What's going on? And I know it sounds funny, and I appreciate that.
My jelly. Somebody stole my jelly.